My name is Jane, and I'm from Durham, North Carolina, and I'm an environmental studies and geography double major. So I think the real reason that I first came to Macalester was that they sent me a really funny letter, and I opened it, and that caught my eye. And then the more that I learned about the school, the more I thought that it was actually a really good match for me. And it seemed like a really intentional community in a way that other universities I was interested in weren't. Macalester does have some of those great qualities that we see in small schools, like having smaller classes and being closer with your professors, and having a shared sort of sense of identity with other students on the campus, even if they're very different from you. We all go to this school, and that means that we have that closer sense of community. Something that honestly surprised me was, even though it's a small school and some people might think that it's less research focused, I feel like I've had a very research focused experience in my time, partly because that's what I was interested in and that's what I put my energy into, but the opportunities were really there. I started out being interested in the environment and especially wildlife conservation, and the more I learned through Macalester classes that really kind of encourage you to think broader and think across disciplines and scale. And that also led me to doing a lot of research, as well as study abroad. So I'm currently working on my honors thesis, which is in geography, and based on my research in Madagascar. I was able to go back to Madagascar this past summer to do a whole field research season just to collect data for my honors thesis. I have actually been to Madagascar 3 times to conduct research. I am broadly interested in the relationship between people and the environment and how that manifests in protected area management, specifically thinking about how people can be incorporated into the management of protected areas, which have historically completely excluded people, like a national park. I've always been a kind of outdoorsy, environmental interested person, but I also love being around people, and I think communities of people are so vibrant and wonderful places to be. Creating relationships with professors is not just about going to office hours. I think it's really important to learn about the kind of work they're doing. Even when you're in your first year or your second year, it is not too early to reach out to professors, even who you don't have classes with. I have a very close relationship with multiple professors. I feel very lucky that if I ever need a reference or a letter of recommendation, I have 5 or 6 professors I feel I could email right away. They are really invested in me as a student and as a young professional now, in a way that goes beyond kind of what's asked of them. So I feel like a whole person in classes, and I also feel like professors really care about their students and where they're going and how to support them on that journey, even if it has no relation to the professor particularly. They are just excited to help you thrive. I feel perfectly fine not exactly knowing what I want to do. And I think part of that comes from feeling very well prepared to do multiple things. So many doors are open for me after I graduate.